Hello and welcome to Bay 1. This is Jafal Maraxi on July 28th, 2015. This is a patch overview type thing for Robocraft, and this is for Robocraft Unleashed, which is a pretty big update for the game. Essentially everything that you've learned up to this point outside of building robots is kind of taken away. Some of the basic max concepts are still there, but in terms of the whole interface, everything has changed. So there's no more tiers, and no more tiers in many ways. You know, tiers as in levels, and tiers as in people crying about things. Although there will be a lot of that. There's no more tech points. There's no more restrictions on who can play with who. You're welcome to platoon with who you want. Although I'm not sure if that still extends to megabots. We'll have to find out. But yeah, so more or less it's just removing a lot of the restrictions I think have had an adverse, what do you call it, impact on the player base. So yeah, the whole concept is maximum freedom, just build whatever you want and take it into battle. Obviously there's still some issues like colored blocks and stuff like that need to be addressed. That's something that they'll have to work on updating. Or free jam will anyway. Completely new matchmaking using robot ranking and player level. So this basically means you can platoon up with whoever you want, and it's not going to matter. You'll be able to get into matches. It's a little bit funny at the moment, but we expect there's already been some hot fixes today to help address that, and we'll expect some more updates to come relatively soon, probably later in the week, to address more of the outstanding bugs with that. Armor restrictions lifted completely, so you can use whatever armor you want on any bot. No more CPU caps per tier, so you can have a 1500 CPU robot at tier 1 if you can really build it. No more over-tiering restrictions. Again, it's going to cause some consternation among players in the you'll be a tier 5 matched against a tier 7 potentially. It depends on population. Brand new garage layout, which you can't double click or anything to open this. I think they need to enable double clicking because people are used to that. Instead I have to select that and then click build. And you don't want to try using chat from the drive menu at the moment because it's a little bit buggy. So if you go build, the build mode now has this funny hex screeny thing on it, which is actually really useful for measuring out bots. God, so many things. Tech is Cube Depot. It's all designed to be a mouse-driven interface if possible. So this is how I buy things, is through the Cube Depot. Tech tree, which obviously I've got the entire tech tree unlocked, so there's nothing here, but basically tech tree is now unlocked by level, so when you're at level 100 you can get everything pretty much. So it's automatic unlocks as opposed to manual unlocks, which will have its own impacts on the game. If you're wondering what happened to tech points got changed or converted into RP, so you now see your RP will have gone up. I mean, I'm not happy with the conversion ratio for tech points, and Goober360, welcome to the stream. I'm not happy with the conversion ratio for tech points, but the biggest thing would be the Uber tech. If you had any Uber tech from ages ago, actually, this would be from when they first introduced the tiered tech points and stuff like that. All of your tech points that you had, because literally tech points was just a single pool, got converted into Uber tech, and then that kind of just hung around for a lot of people, so you could spend it on what you want. Now my 16,000 Uber tech has now converted into 100 well, I had 179,000, but I spent some on stuff, so 179,000 Galaxy Cash. So yeah, anyone that still had that, that's something to take care of, or to keep in mind. So any money you spent on buying Uber TP has now been refunded, unless of course you spent it, so it's only what your outstanding balance. But anyway, no more garage, or new garage. So basically the garage isn't quite infinite scrolling yet. It would be nice if they could. So if you just looped around, but it's not yet. But yeah, you just click and essentially the robot's already loaded and ready to go. So all you do is once it's there, you click fight and you're ready to go. If you want to go and build, you have to click build. We've got a new social, well, the social interface hasn't changed. And the Robo Garage hasn't really changed either, although now there's only 4 robots in Robo Garage. But yeah, so the other big thing is keybinds. Most of the keybinds have been altered or changed. I'm still kind of learning some of those, and hold on, I'm on the build menu. Why am I rotating like this? What's going on? Yo. Yeah, there's a few bugs. There we go. God, that's frustrating. Yeah, anyway, keybinds. So the clone key or the mirror mode key is now M instead of C. Okay, the up and down ones are still the same, but there's a few other keybind changes, etc. that have gone on. If you go to controls, you can check all of the assignments in here. There's a bunch of things that you can do to mess with assignment. You've got look right, look left. Really? These are interesting. Yeah, it's a bunch of stuff I've not looked at for ages actually. So aim is C. Wow. Flip F, light, spot enemy Q, reload rail cannon R, show score. Okay, well, yeah, so take a look at the keybinds if things aren't working as you expect them to. No, anything other big? Oh yes, you can platoon with anyone, so if you've got some tier 1 players and you're tier 10 and you want to platoon up, you don't have to downrank your robot, although to be honest it would be advisable to do that, to choose a smaller robot, because otherwise you're going to end up with that tier 1 possibly facing off against tier 10s and dying lots. So just for the sake of healthy gameplay you'll want to do that, but it no longer limits people to being stuck at the you know, not really wanting to go down and help out their friends. It's yeah, that was probably my biggest annoyance with the absolute separation of tiers, was that it kind of broke a lot of that kind of play. Robot ranking has been completely rebalanced, so to give you an idea, yeah, there is no more robot ranking. Well, there is ranking, but no tier ranking or anything. But you see this robot is 65k, and this was a tier 10. Okay, I've got to hold control now to get back to the menu. This one is 15k. You've got something like this, which isn't in Ks, this is just 106 or something like that. Where's my big ass robot? 600k, so this is a megabot. Yeah, so that's a 600k design. My other megabot is actually, I've got 3 megabots. That's 598. Well, 65k is really cheap for a megabot if I think about it. Not a megabot for a big bot. 679k for this megabot. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot going on. Hold on a sec, I'll be back. Okay, that's robocalls. Anyway, so yeah, all of the different ratings now, and I actually like the fact that you can tell how many thousand points your robot is worth. It's a lot better. The maps have been improved a little bit. Now this is going to be... oh, man, I need to find a robot that I can actually get into games relatively quickly with. Actually, let's try using this thing. Oh no, hovers. I need a hover robot. Which I should have one around by... one of these around here. Yeah, let's fight. And... oh yeah, the fights have been renamed and all that kind of stuff. Gonna go for deathmatch, see what the queue times are like. We'll find out soon enough on queue times. I'm not going to try platooning just yet. Anyway, so yeah, there's a new map. Hopefully, yay, we're on it. Well, that was a piece of luck. So yeah, this is the new map for Robocraft. This is the... oh man, I don't even know what the map's called. I've never played on this map before, so this is going to be a voyage of discovery for everyone. I can't switch to map to take a look.
The battle has begun.
There we go, there's a map. And hovers are a lot more stable now. Wow, did that without flipping over. Although hover height is a lot lower. Ah, I like the multi-tiers. Woo.
Railcopter spotted.
I see, so it's both sides. Ah. Ah, no. Man down. Ooh. Anyway, so that's the first look at the new map. Not a very long map look either. Yes. We'll see if any of these people can... oh, there you go, got a flyer to take a look. That's a lot better. So you got a nice ice... it's just a wider open ice canyon area compared to the other ice map. There's some pretty interesting... you've got some plateau type areas on the side, very multi-leveled. There's the actual dam over here. And you've got some area up there within which to fight. Yeah, and there looks to be a whole lot of extra stuff on the other side of the dam there as well. So, come on. Is there anyone else that's moving? Ah, he's still flying. Going back over where we just came from. Yeah. Come on. That flying top of the bridge. Or the dam, not the bridge. I see we've got a radar hiding up there. Can I get over to him? Oh wow, so it's very much a multi-tiered. So you've got the dam... oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting map layout. Okay, well, yeah, that was a first look at the dam, the new dam map or whatever they want to call it, Spitzer Dam or something like that. Hover blades have been much improved. I can't really tell on that design. What I do know is that my Mega Hover actually works now, which that's this design here. I took it into a game earlier and it worked pretty well. Let's just go into Team Deathmatch, see how this runs. Let's see. Oh, in test mode you can now adjust your robot overclock level by using number pad plus and number pad minus. I I was actually playing a tier. Well, this was an old tier 3 or 4 robot, so it was about 2,900 up, 2,900 on the score. Compared to this thing, which is 590,000 or something like that. So, yeah. $590K. Yeah, so this is the new wait timer thingy, so hopefully a game will start relatively soon, although you can see there's 140 people in queue. It might actually take a while for me to filter through. It's saying 1 minute 34, but the wait times are a little bit off at the moment. I'm not playing teams at just the moment, Spanger. I'm just trying to get a quick overview of the game and some things down. Anything else to look at? Some bugs, generally fixed. Anything really else that's important? I don't think so for now. What I'm going to do is actually end this part of the stream here, and I will be back for a second part. Well, actually, I'm not going to end the stream. Yeah, I will be back for a second. Yeah, hold on. Ending this part of the stream here. And yeah,